The weather is warming up, which means summer is on its way in and school is on its way out. Joining us is Dr. Shane Robbins, Superintendent of Dorchester School District 2, to give us a wrap-up of this school year. Dr. Robbins, thank you for sitting down with us today.
My pleasure.
So you oversee roughly 3,000 employees and 25,000 students?
Yes, so we have 26 locations. We have about 3,800 plus employees. And as of last count, 26,135 students pre-K through 12.
That's incredible. I know there's been some awesome achievements that you all have made this year, correct?
Absolutely. With 26 locations, it's hard to really touch on all of them because it's been kind of splattered throughout the district, but we had 5 national merit finalists from our high schools this year. Very blessed that our school district was named the 6th Purple Star district in the state of South Carolina.
Wow.
And what in essence that means is we are very committed to our military connected children. Obviously here in the low country next to Joint Base Charleston, there's a lot of military connected families. So that was a really neat award for us. We had a principal who was named the Elementary National Principal of the Year finalist, and the State Elementary Principal of the Year, Renee Harris from Beach Hill Elementary School. And the list goes on. A lot of neat things have happened in the district. Our students have performed well, and so have our employees.
Well, you have a stacked team.
Yeah.
And now, post-COVID, the digital learning ecosystem, I'm sure, has taken off. Can you go into a little bit of detail about what that entails?
Yeah, absolutely. And so COVID, if it did anything, it really forced people to look at how we provide education and instruction a little differently when we went into that environment. But with the digital ecosystem, it really is being comprehensive about our approach to using technology in the classrooms and in a school district. So it's not simply just the devices our students use, but it's the infrastructure, the hardware, the software, and those instructional practices. The teacher is always and will always be the central point of focus in a classroom, but it's a tool for them to help engage their students, but also to provide opportunities for them in an environment where it doesn't necessarily have to be synchronous. It can be asynchronous, and our communication lines open up a little broader.
And something I do have to touch on is safety has come to the forefront. What are you guys doing to ensure that parents feel safe sending their children to your school and that the kids feel comfortable?
Right. Well, obviously it's been in the media a lot, not just with our district, but across the country. The one thing I tell our parents, or would tell our parents, is we think about safety and talk about safety every single day. And what we're trying to do is put actionable steps in place that will provide as safe an environment as possible. Some of the things we're talking about right now, a lot of people want to talk about metal detectors right out of the gates when they hear about a weapon in a school. The problem is I just used Summerville High School. It's our largest high school, has 3,300 students. That building has about 125 ingress-egress routes. So to try to put a metal detector in to think we're going to keep a weapon out of a school is really probably not the most wise, approach. But what we are doing is looking at possible metal detector that's mobile and the student doesn't know where it's at. Okay. The other thing that we've really focusing on right now are canine weapons detection dogs. We've had some great conversations with TSA, North Charleston Police Department, Somerville Police Department, and the Dorchester County Sheriff's Office. They all have canines, and the possibility of how we can utilize those on a frequent basis in our schools. So those are some of the things we're looking at, and then constantly looking at our protocols. For me, I'm been pretty blessed in my life. I have a background in school safety. I'm certified as a school safety specialist, and so working with our law enforcement officers, we're speaking the same language, which I think is helpful.
That's wonderful. I know that would put me at ease, and I'm sure it puts parents at ease as well. And there's standardized testing going on right now?
Yes, it's that time of year.
All right.
Fun.
Yes. Well, I'll keep my fingers crossed for those kiddos. Thank you so much, Dr. Robbins, for joining us.
My pleasure.
We are back after this.